For those of you who enjoy readathons or you are interested in trying one for the first time, stick around because I am going to be sharing something very exciting with you. Hi everyone, I'm going to go ahead and skip the usual intro because I have something exciting I want to share with all of you. So for those of you who don't know, I recently became a mod over at the Wizardly Duo Discord. This is just a fun place that I have hung out for quite a while, and I am honored to have been even asked to be a mod for this Discord. So I am very excited, and just as I joined as a mod, I had found out that there was a little something cooking for September. Now, that something was a readathon, specifically the Wizardly Readathon. This is being hosted by the mods and admins over at the Discord, and it's a first for the Discord as well, which is really exciting. So I'm going to be sharing the need to know kind of things before jumping in or signing up. If you already said, yes, I want to sign up, the link will be in the description below, so go check that out. If you're not interested in watching the video and you just want to go read about it, absolutely, all the links will be in the description below for you to check out. In the meantime, let's go ahead and dive in with the need to know stuff. I'll be looking off to the side to double check my notes and make sure that I am not getting this wrong, because knowing me, I probably would if I went off memory. And I'll also make sure this is up on the screen for you. The teams consist of 2 team captains for each team. Overall, there are 5 teams you can pick from. The first is the Wizard team, captained by myself and Nico from Nico's Book Reviews, and the Warriors being captained by Andrew from Andrew's Wizardly Reads and Narsil, the Rangers being captained by Patrick and Patrick, as well as Druid team being captained by Jordan and Sharon, and finally the Bards being captained by Jake and Stacy. The captains are just a bunch of fun folks, so I absolutely hope you stop by and you sign up, pick your fearless leaders for this readathon, the Wizards, to lead you through a fantastic reading month in September. As mentioned, this starts on September 1st, so let's dive into the rules and see how this readathon works. The first rule is there will be a total of 21 prompts, 3 prompts related to each of the 5 teams, plus 6 party prompts. Rule number 2, participants can complete up to 8 prompts and can select any prompts they like. You are not limited to or required in any way to do the prompts that are specific to your team. So the prompts will be spread out over the different teams, and you can absolutely pick and choose which ones stand out to you. Rule number 3, each book can only be used for 1 prompt, and you can't complete a prompt more than once. Number 4, no manga, comics, or graphic novels. Number 5, in order to count the book, it must be at least 200 pages long. So those are the rules. Now, how does the scoring work? Well, 1 point will be awarded for each book read, even if it doesn't satisfy a prompt. Any additional point will be awarded if the book satisfies one of the prompts. So you do get a bonus point if your book also matches a prompt, which is pretty good incentive. A 3rd point will be awarded if you leave a review of any kind, whether it's YouTube, a blog, Goodreads, Amazon, etc. But it has to be a review and not just a rating. So even if you just put something to describe your experience, a sentence, 2 sentences, just something to go along with your rating, just make sure you're leaving a written review and you are submitting that for the 3rd point. Finally, the total number of points possible is 24. That is, unless if one of the prompts you complete is actually participating in an official Discord buddy read, an additional bonus point will be awarded for participants in the Discord buddy read, bringing the maximum points possible to 25. So what are the books you can read for the buddy read prompt? And those can be one of the following 5 books: NPCs by Drew Hayes, Age of Myth by Michael J. Sullivan, The Hammer by K.J. Parker, City of Last Chances by Adrian Tchaikovsky, and Legend by David Gemmell. Not only is this a good way to get an extra point for your team, but it's just a lot of fun being able to buddy read something, to chat with someone else while you're both reading the book and be able to discuss it at length. I I love that. So I do hope people take up that opportunity. So those are the rules and how the points work. I have a few FAQs that might help if you have any questions and you're still not sure if this is for you. The first question, can I include a book I started in August? Yes, absolutely. As long as you have 200 pages left, you can absolutely read those leftover 200 pages in September and count it towards the readathon. Second, can I include a book I DNF'd even if I read more than 200 pages? Unfortunately, not for this one. Can I include a book that was a reread? Yes, absolutely. The only contingency here is that if you have already written a review, you need to write a new one in order to get that bonus point. Can I include books outside of SFF? Yes, absolutely. Do novellas or short story collections count? Absolutely. Again, just be mindful of that 200-page minimum requirement. If your short story collection or novella is over 200 pages, you're in the clear. The edition of the book I read doesn't meet the prompt, but another edition of the same book does. Can I still use this book? Absolutely. If I'm reading a bind-up such as Theft of Swords that contains 2 or more books within it, can I count each part of the bind-up separately? Yes, as long as any part you're counting as a single book exceeds 200-page minimum. And finally, what book counts for the team buddy read prompt? This will be decided by your team captain, so stay tuned. The final thing is the prompts, but I'm going to actually put those at the end of the video if you'd like to peruse through them. Otherwise, if you are ready to sign up for this readathon, the link is in the description below. We'd love to have you. We'd love to read stories with you and talk with you and make some new reading friends. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching and take care of yourselves.